Hello, cool people of the internet. New Heroes of Might and Magic game is in development. A demo version of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden era is available. I've played it for a little bit, and the impression it creates is solid. All of the work that is done currently, it's work in progress. None of it is final, and a lot of the features are, let's put it this way, they show a lot of promise, and I like the way they look. I have no complaints about the demo because there is a lot of visual additions that still need to be, polished. But as far as the game mechanics and the quality of the gameplay, I think the game is solid. And today, I want to show you a strategy that I've come up with while playing the game for about a day. And by day, I mean, man, with Heroes of Might and Magic, you got, it's time based internally in the game. So when I say for about a day, it's like not within the game. Within the game, it's been about a month and a week. Right? So there is a tutorial in the demo, and while I will be mentioning some basics, there are a lot of interesting choices that you can make. And I think that this little peek at how the map and the flow of resource accumulation and spending happens is going to give you, my dear viewers, a better experience, or at least a more enhancing experience. Because when I started realizing what the game has to offer in terms of army building, world exploration, and combat, it brought me back to the classics. And I think I'm definitely gonna get the game or play it in early release, and when the game launches, all that, I'm certainly gonna play for all the factions, like the campaign for all the factions. The game looks really, really fun. And once it loads, I'm gonna show you the strategy I call Annihilating diplomacy. What you can do in Heroes of Might and Magic is you can have heroes with a skill called diplomacy. And diplomacy allows you to recruit creatures for money. When there is a stack of creatures guarding a location, if your diplomacy is high enough, and if your army is powerful enough, and if you have enough money, you can add them onto your fold. And if you do that, the power of your army overall is going to have an accelerated progress. What do you need for such an endeavor? You need a lot of cash, right? So let me show you what I have after about 1 month and 1 week of play. I am about to transition into a new month. So the way that it works, or the way that I have it set up, as you can see on the right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 heroes. And on top, it says 8 out of 8. I think it's a maximum number of heroes. I could be wrong, but the point is, with this kind of territory, right? I started in this city right here called Meridia. And it took me about a month to go around this territory. By no stretch of the imagination has it been the most efficient run. But let's focus on the strategy that I want to share. The strategy is based around this passive, Diplomacy. The hero that I've played for the Temple faction called Clarissa, she is a cleric and she starts with the Wealthy passive. She produced 500 gold per day plus 100 more for every one hero level. So she gives me 2,000 gold, or what is her level now? 17. So 1,700 plus 500, that's 2,200 per day. And then she has, well, now the expert economy gives her 500 gold per day. Then also alchemical dust is one of the resources that you need. Food, ore, and wood. And also this right here, Diplomacy. Allows you to sometimes recruit neutral armies for gold instead of fighting them. 50% persuasion power in Diplomacy. And also, there is a larger than life extra passive. What happens is, as you level your passive or your ability, there is a expansion of the tree, if you will, that happens. Expansion of what you can do with that passive. And the two extra subcategories that I've chosen is larger than life, which is 25% of your army power in the eyes of neutral creatures, plus 25%, which means the creatures in the opponent's army perceive you as stronger than what you are. And then the other portion of it is squads on the global map take minus 15% gold to join. And then this bonus is doubled if you know economy. So I have economy plus Diplomacy. Those two passives are very, very strong together. And when I say very, very strong, I just mean they work well. The point of this, right? Let's say I want to add creatures to my stack, right? There's a limited amount of spaces that I can use in order to do it. I'm not going to go into what it took to go across the entire map, capture the 3 cities, and build them up, because it's quite involved, right? So let me just show you. This city right here that I have is, for the most part, finished. It's kind of built up where the creatures are set up. They generate every week at currently maximum capacity. You can select the type of the creature that is being produced, but essentially the question becomes, how do you add them? Well, actually, let me just sidestep here for a second. When you have a creature in the city, right? So if we take this hero, Ister, he has a crossbowman, right? And when you purchase a crossbowman, right, you can upgrade that crossbowman eventually, right? The way that it works is you have buildings, and then you get a second tier of buildings that allows you to upgrade the creature that you have. This is an important aspect of what I'm about to talk about to show you, right? There are 2 different types of upgrades that you have, and fundamentally, if you want to upgrade them, let's say I want to upgrade this one crossbowman, right? It takes 30 gold to upgrade it, and when I upgrade it, it becomes either an Austringer or a marksman. Now, if you want to switch the stack, all you have to do is click a button. It doesn't cost you anything to do it, which is very convenient and allows for a more strategic play. Here's why it's important. Here's a stack of angels here, and I want to add them to my army. So how do I do this? How do I add them to my army? I need space, otherwise they're going to disappear. The way that this is typically done, or the way that I do it, is I have an extra hero that can take one of the creatures and free up the stack. I need to ensure that I have enough money. So currently there is about 29,000 gold per day that becomes added to the army. So then I go to Clarissa, she has all of the army and the artifacts, and then I go and battle the angels. There are currently 9 of them, and it costs 50,000 gold plus 18 gems to add them. And I'm gonna choose to get them and add them to the army, and now there are currently 9 of them. So if I look at the angels, there is a archangel of this type, and then there is an archangel of this type. They're called apotheosis. And the way that you can then increase the power of your stack is that you go back with the hero that you took the original stack from, and you switch. Then you take this hero, and then you can go back to the city or transport those angels to the city and convert them to a different faction, and then you stack up and stack up and stack up further. So let me move forward and open up a little bit more of a map. Let's see. There's another stack of creatures right here. Let me advance forward to a new day. 42,000. Okay, before battling them, I'm gonna advance one more day. Just give me a second. Take this guy. Move toward the city. Let's see. Take this. I can probably actually accelerate it. What is his name? Lord Edgar. Is there anybody in this city? Yes. So let's take Lord Edgar. Go here. Take the angels. And then Lord Edgar moves back. Then go to this city. Take the other hero. Snatch. Move back. Upgrade creatures. And switch faction. That's it. This is how you get the stack. Was it expensive? 50,000 gold and, you know, all the gems? Yeah, it's really, really expensive in terms of pricing. But when it comes down to accelerating your power level and transporting the creatures to where you want them to be, it is worth it. It is worth it to do it. So let's see. Does this hero has any movement? I think not. Yeah, he's done with the movement. So let's go ahead and advance one more day. This is not necessarily the right sequence of moves, but let me just show you the finishing part of it. It's kind of obvious, right? As far as what you want to do, but the movement of the heroes. Let's see. Does that appear? Okay, Lord Edgar. There you are. Lord Edgar now gives the angels to Julius, and then Julius is going to move toward Clarissa to give her the stack of 9 angels. In the meantime, Clarissa is going to engage these guys, right? It takes, my god, 96,000 to buy this stack. So fundamentally, let me just reduce this, right? 70,000. So we're not going to get the Guardian Griffins, but we are going to get Sunspear Cavalry. There's currently 71 Sunspear Cavalry. I can pay 70,000 and get the entirety of the Sun Spear Cavalry into my fold. So ideally, you clean up the enemy creatures around, and then you add the stack, right? And then with larger army and with the passives that you have, right? Just don't be in a hurry to acquire that army, because it's really expensive to get it. But once you do, and you increase that power, overall, their damage is going to go up, and then the way that the other armies perceive you is going to change. It's very, very powerful. I hope that this little introduction to the Annihilating diplomacy strategy is going to enhance your gameplay once the Olden era comes out. Remember, strong economy and a powerful army is going to be a key to capturing the entire map. Not necessarily the entire map, but to winning the game against your opponent. There is no currently a release date for Olden era, but I am definitely looking forward to playing the early access when it becomes available. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.